Hello, welcome back to Influencers, our last segment with Sheriff Joe Lombardo. Joe, how does the fact that we have over 45 million people coming here every year, how does that go into your budget, your planning, and your whole mental, thought process?
Well, it doesn't go into my budget, but it does go into my mental and thought process and how we operate. So when you think about funding a police department, it's easy for the government officials to think of number of police officers per 1,000 permanent residents. And what we attempt to achieve is 2 police officers per 1,000. So that 42 to 45 million visitors isn't in the formula, and that's the frustrating piece for me. For us to be properly funded and properly staffed, that number needs to be a lot more than 2 officers per 1,000 because of that outlier number. And so I have to, that's my job as the sheriff, it's my job to convince them they err their ways, for lack of a better way to say it, but for us to be able to be properly staffed and what we do on a daily basis. So if you use just the tourism corridor, the strip corridor in the Fremont Street area, 8% of my total work involves tourism.
Wow.
So that's a big number. When you're looking at 3.5 million calls a year, 8% is a big number. So it's frustrating in that aspect, but we seem to be doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But we could do a better job.
Of course. So amongst those, 42, 45 million people, the 1 October shooting, how did that affect you personally?
It was tough on me per se because, since 9/11 and all the units that stood up in the counterterrorism world and the homeland security world, and we spitball different scenarios and what if, and we've done such a great job of mitigating all those factors associated with that. And then this individual that come up with this scenario that we didn't what if and caused the harm that he did is very tough on me, especially under my watch. And it's not that complicated what he did, and it's frustrating for that to take place. So it affected me hard in that aspect. Could I have prevented it? Did we miss something associated with it? And everybody I talk to says no, but it still happens under your watch, so it's tough.
Yeah, it happened maybe under your watch, but you can't beat yourself